Hi guys, uh, I'm taking a walk around where I live. We are actually surrounded with coffee farms and some open, uh, you know, general farms with trees. And I want us to take a walk as we, talk more on, different kind of things. Uh, Yesterday I told you that I'm full swing on content creation right now. I'll be doing this more of a hobby to just try, uh, use my free time wisely. And I was looking at my audience, people who subscribed to this channel like 6 years ago, and for you to stay put and not unsubscribing from a dormant channel, it's quite commendable, and I want to explicitly say thank you to you for that. I promise to be giving you content, vlogs on different things, like on my work, what I do on a daily basis, that is software development, on other things that I do in terms of investments, where I invest my money, in terms of you know general stuff like my way of living. And you can see Roiro, which is a municipality, I think a sub-county in Kiambu. It's quite a good place to live, since it's not yet densely populated, because still you can see some empty land, and coffee and several coffee farms. Later on I'll take you to a popular estate called Tatu City. Tatu City is something you can compare with the likes of maybe Kilimani, or even near Ruda. Not very much, but it's I think upper middle class, where upper middle class live. And yeah, so what I'm doing, I'm just walking in this just empty land with hay. I think this hay glass, they usually convert it to hay once it's dry. Yeah, as the proverb go, I don't know if it's a proverb or something, make hay while the sun still shines. Yeah, so good. I want us to talk about several things. Like the first, why I decided to come back to YouTube. I realized that if when I was young, young, like when I was 23 years old, I had the ability to make content back in campus and accumulate subscribers to around 320 and views. I think I had, before I stopped making content, I had over, I think, 36,000 views from the content that I had made by then. And I think it was good work. I was ambitious by then in terms of this industry. And the other day I just felt like, oh, why not try and make some more content, talk about software development. As an engineer, I have wide knowledge base in terms of software architecture, development, many things in computer science industry, because yeah, I've learned a lot. I have something to do with uh, 5+ experience in in software development, as a technical lead, as a lead in designing systems around fintech industry. And when I talk about fintech industry, it's the booming uh, industry right now. When you hear startups, they will try to put some fintech abilities in the pitch deck. And yeah, and I've worked in that industry for a while, since I did my undergraduate back in 2018. I have worked in different markets in Africa, like Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. Worked with I think over 40 banks, supplying you know agency banking, mobile banking, you know and I think one of these days I'll sit down with like-minded and try to shed more light on what it involves to be a software engineer, or even on an upper level like a technical lead. Yeah, you can hear sheep. This means that I'm not in town. I'm actually in villages in town. Like Roiro, it's not really a village, but there is some village in it. And that's why you can see all here what we call sheep. Yeah, I'll show you more. I can see some more sheep there. Yeah, I'll show you. So I was talking about my industry, fintech, financial technology. What does it involve? It involves different things like embedded finance, where you have a solution and you need to embed some sort of financial services in it. For example, when you look at things like big apps like Litrocab, Uber, and all that, you see they have embedded finance abilities in them. For example, you are able to pay, pay from their apps. You are able to even shop from their apps, like pay for movies and all that. Even save, provide a savings account or wallets in them. You also have noticed a boom in open banking, where third-party companies comes in and provide value from customer data lying idle in banks. And that's what we are referring as open banking, where banks are encouraged to open up the valuable data just lying idle. And traditionally, the traditional bank wouldn't do that. They cannot share, customer data to their competitors, because once third-party companies that are not actually banks, government, there is a way for you to be bank. You have to satisfy maybe CBK, and for you maybe to provide financial services or to actually act like a bank, it's not easy. But with collaboration between fintechs and the traditional bank, customers are able to get value from such collaboration. For example, what I'm talking about is the way you are able to access quick loans. For example, from let's say Tara branch, or any app that you you normally use. It's usually a collaboration between that company and other banks, because they have to have saved that money. Like the float is lying somewhere in a bank, and then from there Tala is just providing the technology needed to for you to borrow money, and you don't have to you don't know what happens on the back end, like the relationship between that bank that offering you the services and the banks. That is just completely abstracted. All you need for you is to have the app and borrow and get to pay back. So that's what we call an open finance, an open block of financial services. And when you talk about that, that's why you're seeing countries like Kenya are top in terms of what we call financial inclusion. Financial inclusion is what we refer to, like how many people are able to access financial services, how many people are able to do deposit, access funding, withdrawals and all that. There are different categories of people when we talk about in the banking center or in financial inclusion. There is the banked people who have accounts in the bank, and there is non-bank people who don't have any accounts with bank. And when we talk about those people who don't have access to bank accounts in any way, there are several solutions for them. And for example, for you to have an M-Pesa, an example of M-Pesa, you don't have to have any account. You just need your mobile phone, and you're able to access what we call financial services. Like you can deposit, you can withdraw, you can make payments and all that. And as I explained, technically there is collaboration behind the scene. There is collaboration between M-Pesa or Safaricom with banks like NCBA that normally will provide the actual float for you to be able to maybe borrow in M-Shwari and all that. Yeah, so that's what I'm calling now the Gen Z banks. I don't know the difference between traditional, we can say traditional bank and the current banks, that has enhanced more collaboration with the fintech industry. Yeah, so as you can see that I'm surrounded by a serene environment that it's very cool, and there are several coffee farms around here. It's a very nice place. I think it's a high-end place with rich people. And yeah, so those are the kind of segments that I'll be talking about in this channel. More of professionally who I am. I'm a software developer, an engineer and architect in this in different ways. And I'll be talking about what I do on a daily basis. For example, I'll expand more about financial services, what fintech is, financial inclusion and all that. I will also talk about how to invest as a young man. I actually have no much to talk about investor. I just have to share what I do in terms of if I have excess money or I need to invest. Yeah, look at this. These are uh, farm, for coffee farm. A coffee farm. I'll show you. Um, Bear with me that my camera is not that good, but you can see this is a coffee branch, and it's a very big farm. Once we have a better camera, I'll be able to show you such things. And yeah, so most of the time young engineers or people who are just graduating from campus normally ask me you know, how to navigate around engineering, how to become a better engineer. And that should be a different segment. Probably I can schedule on the days to make such content on how to become a better engineer in terms of the design patterns, how to choose a language to work with or to learn as a beginner, social solution architecture, how you design a scalable and optimal solutions. I'll talk more on that. I think next weekend I have a sit down with some engineers where we will shout out to Coding Life as Michael Karaja. We will talk more with him on several engineering stuff. Yeah, so look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Coffee, large trees. It's like a driveway for rich guys. Yeah, so I don't have a better camera, but look at this. Isn't it beautiful? All these trees, the weather, the wind, ambience. It's awesome. And actually I live just over there. It's not far from where I live. It's some few meters. I walked from home, and yeah, and I appreciate this place. I also have some. Actually, in Royal, there are several farms, coffee farms, that are being converted to residential places, and the plots here are prime. I think the cost of like 50 by 100 is actually something to do with from 3 million Kenya shillings. I think that's converted to dollars is around I think 30 grand. I think that is $30,000. Yeah, so it's quite expensive, but you get to enjoy the place. Like for example, I'll just sit here under the tree. Look at this. Even the camera, it's a bit better here. Yeah, so it's a quite interesting place. Yeah, so once again I want to say much thanks and gratitude to people who have been here since 2017, 5 years ago, since I began making content. And you have trusted that, you know, I gotta make a comeback because you probably liked what I used to do back in the days. And yeah, thank you so much. I will continue moving this side, but at this point, glaciers. Awesome. So guys, I'm still in this coffee farm, and I want to encourage new viewers to trust this channel to be your, you know, you will get you'll get content on occasionally, and please subscribe, tune on notification, and you will get more content as we go. Over there you can see several cows. Let me go near and show you. I don't know if I'm allowed to be in this place, but whatever. I hope they won't shoot me. You can see we are in a coffee farm, and it's a beautiful place to be in on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah. So as I said that my the kind of content that I'll be making, I have not yet decided that this is the path to take, but it's more vlogs. Like we just engage, talk on you know, just something that comes in mind, and we can share in terms of what I'm doing at that specific moment, what I feel like talking about, and we'll keep growing together. Look at that tree. Look at that shed. Imagine having this in your home. You know, like a shed for you to relax and have some afternoon glass of wine or juice. Yeah. So it's a cool place. I can see over I think 500 cows where I'm standing right now. I don't know how I can show you. Brave my camera, but sorry. Once we grow our channel, we will afford a better camera to shoot this kind of stuff. I think, yeah, I'll have to show you these cows. There are several of them in the field. Yeah, I don't know if I can lot it. Yeah, you can see there's several cows here. Yeah, good. So I think I'll turn back and start going home. I think we have made some good content today. It's enough for the day. And yeah, yes, yes guys. So I usually emphasize that it's better to try and fail than not try entirely. You better start doing what you dream on doing, rather than just keep postponing, because if you don't try, you have actually failed without trying. But if you try, there is a half, like it's a 0.5 probability of you succeeding. It's just like flipping a coin. It can either be head or tail. Yeah, so you can either fail or or succeed, and that's what I'm doing with this content creation. I don't have any end goal. I just want to enjoy making content, engage with people in this industry, and have fun, as I also engage in my main work, and that is engineering, software engineering. Yeah, so actually I'm very much available to talk with anyone who wants to you know, try out software engineering. Probably you are from another field, and you want to maybe start coding. Yeah, I'm available. You just link up with me and we can have a chat. Probably you are stuck on choosing a certain language to start with, or you just want to begin but you don't know how. Yeah, because software engineering, it's an open field, something that you can just learn online without even having a degree, going to university to, you know, get a computer science degree. You can just sit at home, open YouTube and start learning how to code in in Java, in PHP, in Python, JavaScript, React. There are many languages that you can choose to work with, and actually within 6 months I think you can be qualified to intern in a software development company. Like seriously, just have to take it seriously and explore more problems to provide solution for them. Yeah, so for me, uh, although I have a degree and a master's in computer science, I don't see any problem for you not to try it out even if you are from another field. Yes. Yeah, that those are my thoughts as far as who is qualified to engage in uh, developing a solution in a software solution. Yeah, even for people who are graduating from campus or who are still uh, in campus. They are one of my cousins who asked me. They are in I think first year and second year. They wanted to do certification because they believe once you have certification, it's guaranteed. You are top notch. My my advice to them was no. don't take a certification at this time of your your university studies. uh, Actually, just do this. Start doing HTML, access your WD school and start that HTML right there, because I believe once you have a skill, that is enough for you to get a job. So my advice to them was, actually, I want you to start doing HTML, then we go to CSS. From there we go to JavaScript. Once you have that, and that's gonna take you for you to become comfortable with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It's gonna take you around 1 year. I want you to be like in your first year. I want you to be comfortable writing HTML, writing CSS, writing coding with JavaScript. Once you are comfortable doing the front-end development. When I talk of front-end development, to give you an analogy, it's like a car. A car have a body, the chassis, the outer body of a car. That's what we can refer to. Even gears, or even clutch or accelerator. That's what we can refer as front-end development or front-end stuff. Once you engage a gear or accelerator, it involves communication between the engine and you pressing the accelerator. And when you do that, there are hydraulics that are involved to set the request or the command to accelerate, and the engine will have to understand that. So the communication between the engine and the accelerator. So the accelerator is like you just browsing on a website and requesting some data. That data will have to be requested from a certain database, and that request probably will be channeled to a backend engine, and that engine will now source the data and give you back the acceleration, the speed. Yeah, so what I encourage my brothers in campus in first year, second year, let's concentrate on the front end. Let's get understanding of what it involves to have a chassis, what it involves to have those pedals and the gear and all that. once we have our HTML, once we have our once we have our CSS, once we have our JavaScript, then we are ready for the world to explore even more. Because once you can make a text box, a login page, a website, you can display all the beauty of the website, in terms of the text box, the tables and all that. Then you start to appreciate how coding really works, and you get the dopamine of accomplishing something. Now from there you can now start thinking, now I have this static page or forms, I need it to actually work, I need to make it dynamic. That's now you start appreciating technologies like REST APIs. You start to appreciate things like REST APIs. There's thing we call even Graph QL. We have even things we call yeah, the socket communication and all that. You start to appreciate now, how am I gonna make my work dynamic? How am I gonna send requests to the other person, or to make this thing work? And that, as per me, my advice to my young brother is that let's go slowly, let's learn the basics first. Whatever you are learning in school, make sure you understand. Like you have to further get more knowledge, because in class, in undergraduate, you just be given things like introduction to internet, introduction to computer systems, introduction to data structures. And I really emphasize to my brothers that you need to actually, if you want to be a great engineer, you really need to understand those concepts, those fundamentals of computer science. You really need to appreciate the different data structures and how they work, because once you start now applying them on the actual job, you will appreciate how they work, and you will have a deeper understanding. So yes, yeah. So, and after now they have really understood the JS. Now I start introducing them to frameworks such as React, React.js, Angular, Next.js, and all that. Because all those, whatever JS, they are really from, they are concepts that come from JavaScript, the native JavaScript, the vanilla JS. So you have to first understand how they really work for you to even start using the framework. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to show you someone's home because it be problematic. Yeah. So I'm heading home right now. I'm almost there. As I was saying, so once they have the JS in place and HTML and CSS, now we're gonna go into things like React JS, what JS, and from there, once they get at least one framework, there will be a fully fledged front-end developer, and then from there they can start, if they would like to be a backend dev, they can start exploring backend backend stuff like like Java, even Python, even Next.js, I think, or Node.js can be used for backend development. But for me, I'm a enterprise Java developer. I love my Java hot. Yeah. So yeah, but I don't limit my mentors from any exploring any language. We can do whatever they feel like doing. Yeah, so that's about it. I think let me show you coffee, the actual coffee bellies. uh, you can see these actual coffee bellies. People in UK when you drink your coffee from Kenya, this is where it comes from. Yeah, farmers have to do a lot of work to uh, place coffee in your tables. Yeah, so yeah, so our concept of doing these videos will be random. We don't have an actual, like, this will be our kind of talk. It will be random, like we can wake up and start talking about uh, you know trees, land, girlfriends, wives, and can talk about anything in life, because yeah, we do what we're gonna do to have this content. Yeah, so I see some industry over there. I think it's a mabati industry. Yeah, Roiro have several industries here, like unga, mabati, mattress, and all that. So it's quite a developed area. Yeah, and I love it. So guys, thank you so much. I want to thank you. I want to again thank the people who have been here for quite a while. um, Even when I had no content, you guys never unsubscribed from my channel, and I'm hoping that we're gonna make awesome content, and more people will join our 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 channel as we head to having over 1,000 subscribers. So guys, uh, thank you so much. I appreciate. I think that's all for today. um, that's enough content for today. We can we gonna actually meet next time, and yeah, make more content. Turn up that notification to be notified once I upload a new video. Like my content for more visibility. Comment if you have any question in engineering. Please feel free to interact with me. I have free mentorship in terms of software development, and yeah, I don't need any payment. I just need to encourage you not to fear engaging in coding, because it pays well. That I cannot debate. I think it's one of the best paying jobs in the country right now. Yeah, so cheers. Thank you so much. See you next time.